also looks like The Little Mermaid, this movie highly debated, and also this movie called Flash. Both of this movie, I'm gonna be honest here, at some point I really thought both of this movie will make $1 billion at the box office. That is what I was thinking. I started this year thinking both of this movie has high chances to make $1 billion at the box office. But looks like both of these movies are gonna be end of this year huge flop at the box office. One movie, it is from Disney, another movie is from Warner Brother. Disney is getting, all this thing from the public. People don't want to see Disney movie at all. Also Warner Brother, they're also alienating all their audience. They also don't want to see Warner Brother any DC movie either, because James Gunn, he announced he's rebooting the whole DC universe. Also Disney, what they did with the Little Mermaid, and the Little Mermaid did have actually higher chances to make $1 billion at the box office. Even you look at this movie's overall box office, I think it did better than other movies domestic number, because end of this movie almost getting close to $300 million at the domestic market, where international this movie was really rejected by some of these countries like China, Korea, and those people, like those audience, they liked Disney movies before, like Aladdin and other movies. They did made a lot of money there. So basically Disney also lost some of their customers in Korea and China. You get the idea. Flash is also huge flop for Warner Brother, because although they Flash movie does come with a lot of DC drama, and Little Mermaid comes with the Disney drama. Both of these movies are from this huge studio in Hollywood, Disney, who owns like most of the movies in Hollywood now, and Warner Brother, who used to own most of these Oscar-winning movies in Hollywood. Now, both of these studios, the movie they put out, they comes with so much baggage and controversy. Their movies don't do any business at the box office at all. Like Warner Brother, they didn't make any money this year. I don't think so. Their movie Shazam was flop. Their other movie was flop. Both of this studio, what is happening with them? And the main reason all this thing happening, because the way they treat their audience, Warner Brother, they're just the worst of worst. Although Disney, I guess they try to do something different, They try to race swap their character, because they thought their Little Mermaid will be their, the Black Panther, like it will get the same success. I guess they thought, that's what they thought. Because they didn't thought that Little Mermaid, you are making this movie based on the character already exists. Okay, maybe it's the animated character, but that character in the pop culture for last 30 years. When I close my eyes, I guess I think Little Mermaid with red hair, and you get the idea how anybody close their eyes, they picture, and they try to do this dramatically different thing. Of course, people don't accept that. Neither is Warner Brother. They try to ignore their audience. They reboot the whole franchise, and they still have 3 movies to go. Especially Blue Beetle will be flop. Now Aquaman 2 definitely will be flop. On top of it, they hired this guy called James Gunn, who just going on Twitter, like cursing people there, like this guy, James Gunn, okay, maybe his movie Guardian of the Galaxy made money at the box office. Like, I think it got to like 800 million or something. But end of the day, that movie made money because of that overall franchise. Is really, it has a goodwill from the audience, so people went out to see that. I don't think any DC movie will make any money. Or I might be wrong. I'm thinking from my point of view, and I know DC audience are very different from Marvel audience. That is why I don't think it will work either. Both of the studio, the way they treated the audience, now they're paying price. And if you are thinking why you are not talking about others movies are flopping recently, because other movies like Transformer, or they are not like, they don't have a huge fan base like Disney or whatever the DC, These are the people don't care that Transformer flop at the box office. People don't care Elemental flop at the box office. People not gonna care that Indiana Jones flop at the box office. Like nobody has time to think about those movies. But the passionate fan, like Disney or like like for DC, they care these movies are flop. That is why I'm talking here, because people care about this movie's box office failure. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this two movie flop at the box office? If you enjoyed this video, don't share my other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.